What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol EXPR for Express, of course. On the left-hand side, we are looking at the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First thing to point out is that these guys are going to give us an earnings announcement, I think, after the bell on either tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, no. So before the bell, I'm sorry. At 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, there should be an earnings announcement. Let's check in on the extended hours, just see if anything's happening yet. And no. So flat now, but a lot can happen between now and 9:30. Let's, for the sake of today's video, just assume that we are going to be opening flat somewhere around today's range. Looking at the daily perspective, again, this is more of an update. We did cover this one recently, and we're talking about it long, right? Over the breakout of 642. Obviously, we came into that next target here at 761, so all good in terms of, that move there. But now we're essentially looking for a pullback, right? When you come in and you make a new higher high, you've already formed a higher low, you're basically looking for a bit of a pullback before upside continuation. That's, of course, how healthy uptrends are built. If you just continue higher and higher and higher, it basically means that, as you do something like this, the pullback's going to come eventually, right? And it's going to be really nasty and probably be deeper than a lot of people would like. So it would be fine. It would be healthy if we get pullback here off of 761. And there are a number of things, again, earnings could throw a wrench in this for now, but there are a number of things that are, proving that I could foresee a pullback happening here, right? First of all, if we just look at this upper wick, right, that's clearly indicating that sellers did provide some pressure into the end of the day. So let's shift the focus over to the 30-minute intraday time frame chart, take out the Fibonacci's, and just sort of judge the strength of today's move. So from the low up to the first high, you can clearly see, we'll just put that one on actually, that the 61.8 was never violated, never candle closes happened below that. So move here was essentially healthy, but it also happened on really high volume, right? So that's the second piece of the puzzle, that as moves are happening on higher volume, you're going to have more confidence in them. So going from 9:30 up to the high of the day this time, you can clearly see it starts painting a bit of a different picture. We did violate the 38.2. We also violated the 50, and we closed kind of right on the 61.8. As we know, if we do close candles underneath the 61.8, it's very likely we retrace the 100% of the move, in this case back down to today's low around $6.97. Call it 7, the nice round number. But in terms of the daily, right, shifting the attention back over to the daily, if we were to do something like this, right, pull back into 7, that would be fine, right? Because technically we have an anchor low here, we have a set of higher lows in here. This, of course, would be a HL for higher low. And if we pulled back into 7, that would be a higher low, right? You could do something like this. There is your set of higher lows. That would be healthy for continuing this nice daily uptrend that we're starting here. But of course, if it goes lower than 7, if we break down under 7, we could even pull back into the breakout area at 642, and that would still be a higher low. So please be on the lookout here for a pullback to develop at 7 or down here around $6.50. In either of those instances, basically what you're looking for are hammer candles, indecision dojis, basically anything that would make you question, is this pullback starting to come to an end? Can we place a stop under the lows, go long over the highs, and start to retarget some of these areas back up above? So that's the first thing I wanted to point out about the chart. That is the ideal scenario, but obviously we can move higher from here. If we do, what's the next targets overhead? You're just looking at this high in here around $8.64. And then after that, there's probably some structure in here, but I'm not going to pick it out. I would rather just use psychological numbers and monitor intraday, maybe around 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, those whole numbers to really offer some resistance there. But again, if we do see a parabolic move like this, the pullback's going to be nasty, and it's not going to be something people are happy about. It's going to be the equivalent of this, right? So parabolic move, obviously the pullback is extremely nasty. This one too, right? Straight up, a lot of movement with very little pullback. It led to a nasty move to the downside, and that's not what we want to see to just keep, traders and shareholders happy, right? You want to see nice controlled uptrend. So those are my thoughts here on Express. It does look like it could use a pullback. I'm not going to say earnings can't throw a wrench in anything. Obviously, you have the framework that we always use on the channel. If we open on a gap up and or a gap down, you obviously know if we open here, fail to take out the overnight high, you're looking for shorts to fill the gap. Obviously, the gap and go is open here, consolidate here, break out over the overnight high. You're looking for the go scenario, and the same would go to the downside, but in reverse if we get a gap down. So that's going to wrap up Express. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know down below in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.